Hello, everyone. We doing the art. Uh, all of them all at once. Not that. That is not true. Okay. Let's go file new standard canvas size. Okay. I don't know what I'm drawing yet. I got a new art tablet for Christmas, so technically Teyo did, and he's letting me use it. But yeah, I don't know what I want to draw.
Yeah, it's my art tablet. Why don't you start with something, and then if we get some response to a poll, we'll do that.
Okay. I'm kind of bad at talking while drawing, so.
Get good, nerd. Tell us what you're drawing.
I think I'm gonna draw a fake Pokemon first. I don't know what it's gonna be, but like, sure will be something. I'm not used to, the art pad is a lot smaller than I'm used to, so my lines I kind of expect to stop sooner than they do. So I'm still getting used to that.
What type is this Pokemon gonna be?
Water.
Air.
Maybe
Earth,
ice.
Fire. The four elements lived in harmony. Until this weird seal.
Yeah, like a seal cat thing I was thinking.
A seal cat thing. Wouldn't that be a sea lion?
Sure. Don't like that. Makes it look like a Chad.
Let him be a Chad.
I don't want it. But yeah, I've been really into like Fakemon lately and designing them because I saw people on YouTube doing it. And then their channel was mostly just reviewing designs, and I was like, no, I want to see them being drawn. That's the fun part.
After your Pokemon, you should do something Christmassy.
Oh yeah, huh? We shall see. I think it looks like a Chad because this cheek is like rounded and the other one isn't.
I think he should look like a Chad.
Why?
I like it. Chad Sea Lion.
That looks bad. That looks too much like a person. That's spooky. This eye is too far.
Make it like a sphinx with a person face. That would be horrible.
The face is a little hard to read with it looking up. I think I'm kind of getting a shape going. Human face on Pokemon. Yeah, I agree. That's horrible and I don't like it.
I feel like you're just drawing a cat face at this point.
I don't know. It's what I've drawn most recently, so I really just don't like the head at all. So I think I'm just gonna put a generic shape there and then focus on the body.
Give him a head shaped like a flower.
I thought of a tulip.
Looks like a horse
It does. Oh, this could be like a Kelpie.
Yeah! There's no Kelpie Pokemon, right?
I think there is. Oh well.
Is there?
Uh.
I'll Google it. So there's a Pokemon, um, wait, what? Named Kelpie?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Is it a Kelpie?
Oh, no. So it's named Kelpie, but that's like a named Pokemon, like a character from the TV show.
Hmm.
And no, it's made of kelp.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like seaweed, seahorse.
Oh, that's
thing.
the seahorse, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
That's-
one you were thinking of.
Yeah, that is a good use for the name, I'll admit. Kelpie for a seahorse.
Well, it's like a sea dragon, and it's made to look like kelp.
Yeah. But Kelpie was like I think a Scottish myth about like horses where if you try to ride them, they would drown you in the sea because you would get stuck on their back.
We're doing a quick Google.
So maybe it'll be a ghost type as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
A shape-shifting water spirit emerging from older Celtic beliefs. Influenced by Viking water horses. They were cautionary tales to keep people, especially children, away from dangerous waters. They appeared as beautiful horses with sticky skin or a human with hooves, and sometimes subdued with holy symbols or magical bridles.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. And you're right, it's Scottish or Gaelic or whatever.
My hand keeps cramping.
Hey,
Like a lot faster than I'm used to.
use that, what's it called? Right next to your feet. The goo thing.
What?
Right next to your feet. Look where your feet are, and then look in front of them.
Oh. The hand dressing? I don't know if that'll help me.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's like my hand resting position that's the problem. I think it's that I'm making a lot tighter movements than I'm used to.
Well, give it a shot.
Cause, like I said, this thing is a lot smaller than I'm used to.
That's what she said.
No, I put my hand on there and it immediately felt less comfortable, so.
Okay.
Because if I were going naturally, this would be how big my strokes are. So maybe I just gotta zoom out and work with a little more of the big picture. And then I'll just up the global smoothing by a bit. I'll do the eye shape when I can zoom in again. I'm trying to think what patterns I can give it down here, what features to make it a little more fleshed out. Because I know Pokemon are usually pretty simple, but this feels just barren, so.
You could give it like ghost fire.
Yeah?
I don't know. All the ghosts
Well,
are kind of gaseous, right?
Not all of them, but, what do you mean? What would that look like?
Like maybe the bottom line having like whooshies. You know what I mean?
I'm so confused. I'm thinking like maybe a pattern or color difference,
Oh, that could work.
but I don't know what it would be.
You could do a horse pattern.
Maybe just a... Oh, maybe something that looks a little like a saddle.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. And that part can be sticky, and the Pokedex entry can be about how it freaking drowns people.
Yeah.
You ever
And
read
then
those
this
Pokedex
little
entries?
whooshy on the back can be gaseous so that people can still sit on it easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Pokedex entries are kind of messed up.
Driflooms kill children, and it's like, why is that? Why are people cool with that?
I don't think they do kill children, but they attempt to.
Let me.
It's not until they evolve that they get successful at it.
And then they kill children.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of keeping its eyes one solid color. Okay, let's color this. I'm gonna start with like a light purple because the sea and ghost seems correct. Oh, let me put that layer under that one. Maybe instead of zooming out, I should zoom in so I can make those longer strokes that my hand makes.
So, reading through some of the Pokedex entries of Drifloom, some of them do talk about how kids who hold them like balloons go missing.
That's spooky. And I'm not going to color in perfectly here because I'm just doing a kind of sketchy bit. But yeah, normally I'd clean this up a lot more, but like I said, my hand just is not used to this. Yeah.
But yeah, all the ghost type Pokemon in the Pokedex are like, this will kill you, and it's made of dead bodies, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Isn't this a children's game?
Yeah, like.
Like the things where if your parents read it over your shoulder, they'd be like, what the f...
Yeah.
I don't know if I want you playing Pokemon anymore. It's crazy the horror that like kids horror can get away with just because they don't comprehend just how bad it is. You know? Because I read a lot of this stuff as a kid and I was like, oh, that's scary. But I didn't like think about it, you know? Okay, magical fill button. Oh, I gotta switch to active layer. Now, I can do clipping layers to color in other parts of it.
So I'm looking at the evolved version of Drifloom, and one of the Pokedex entries is, the raw material for the gas inside its body is souls.
What?
That's absurd.
I hate that.
It grabs people in Pokemon and carries them off somewhere. Where do they go? Nobody knows.
Horrifying. Hate
Yeah,
it.
That's wild. I'm loving this design thus far.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
I'm glad. I'm thinking I'm gonna change up the colors as we go. But right now I'm just blocking stuff out mostly.
You've got to put the watercolor, or the water type color that all water type Pokemon are somewhere on this.
Yeah.
Because they're all that specific shade of blue.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I mean, think of a water type Pokemon.
I thought of Goldeen first, who doesn't have a bit of blue on her, so.
Okay, I think it was second water type Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. You chose good music.
Thank you.
Man. Gotta like stretch before doing this. I can't tell if it's just because I haven't drawn in a while or if it's like just because how tight my movements have to be on the smaller board. I'm just gonna put a white for the eye right now. Fill it in later. I'm also gonna let it be a softer brush.
Finch, you know what a mythical Pokemon is?
Yeah. It's like not quite legendary, but rare.
It's more rare than a legendary.
Mm.
In game, it basically means you can only get it from certain events. You can't find it in the game.
Yeah.
But as far as lore goes, my understanding is that like everybody knows legendaries exist. Everybody knows that there is like Articuno or whatever. But mythicals are mythic, and people aren't even sure if they're real.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, do you think this would be a mythical? Just this one Kelpie spirit drowning sailors?
It does seem like it would be. You know, it's very like that
Loch Ness
brand.
Monster-y.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a few ideas as I continue to block things out.
Yeah, like what?
Like, I think maybe a gradient for the gaseous, like, spine might be nice. Let me rotate this. Cut myself a little bit of slack. What I'm learning is I just gotta do everything I can to make it easier for my hand to draw on this.
Man, Pokemon do not do gradients.
Yeah, not usually, no.
I'm trying to find some examples.
It's probably because it's really hard to do in pixel art.
Well, just Pokemon designs seem simple that they're like pretty solid color leaning, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like Gengar is literally just a blob of purple.
What about the more recent Pokemon?
Ugh. I'm looking around, and I think this is the best example I can find of a gradient on a Pokemon. But even then, this one.
Even then, that's not really a gradient.
No, it's not.
But I do like what they're doing to make the illusion of one.
Yeah, Cerulege, or however you say it. I don't know the name of it. Because it's from a generation I don't really play the games of.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is take these colors.
He looks kind of like a Neopet.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust these. I just wanted the colors to be very different from each other in this phase to mess with things.
Yeah.
I'm keeping these three in case I want to use them again. But I think now I'm just gonna take these away and start with the base color. Let me make that Protect Alpha. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to mess with this. I want it to be darker. just as a base. Less saturated than that. Like this almost bluish black. Ooh. Yeah, start there for its base. For this, I think we're gonna start with that same just default water type color. Now I'm gonna filter that. I think just need to desaturate it, make it a little lighter actually. I don't want to desaturate it too much, because then I think it loses the Pokemon spirit.
Yeah, Pokemon colors are always very vibrant.
I like this, where it just kind of looks like the ocean at first. We'll mess with the eye later, I think. Okay, as for this, I think that's where I want to bring in the purple. Or we could do green. That could be a shiny form.
Oh, green could be cool because then it would be like sea kelp.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Like a seaweed.
So let's go with this, like, green for it. Especially because... Okay. Filter, hue. Gonna move it closer to white. Well, actually... Let's move it here. And then what I'm gonna do to make that gaseous effect, this is gonna be a bit harder because I can't clip layers on multiple. You know what I can do? I know a fire alpaca trick. But I'm gonna need to label these layers. Base. Where is that? That's the eye. I can't tell what that is. Oh, that's my new layer. Okay, I'll delete that for now. That's the spine. Oh, that's not the base, that's the saddle. This is the base. Okay. That's our palette. Line art. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do as a little trick. I'm gonna take a color very different from this one. Notice that I am on active layer. I duplicate spine. Fill those in. And so now, when I turn off the base and I have that... Ah, dang. Didn't work. Let me try something else. I combine it with the base layer. Delete the line art. And fill it with void. We'll go in and do a little bit of cleanup. But yeah, we now have an isolated spine layer, which will help me a lot. Gonna take that back up, put the line art back. Eye doesn't need to be clipping. Okay. So far so good. So now what I can do is what I've done is I've made the spine into its own base so that this is clipping into that instead of into the base. So I can no longer move outside of this spine. Yeah, there's a lot of fun little digital tricks I like to do. Turn off Protect Alpha just so I make sure all my ground is covered. Okay. And now I can add more clipping layers that snap to this same thing. I'm gonna just start by brushing in my highlights. I notice they don't use a lot of other brushes. They just go in with it. So I'll do that. Add a white here. A light band there. One right on the tail. Tail's too much, I think. Okay. And then I'll add in my dark bands on a new layer. That's also clipping to this.
I love what you did with the white to make the reflection.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust its colors. This is mostly just so I can see clearly what I'm doing. I don't like it being a border. So, hey Fusion! Merry Christmas! Did not notify you? What a shame. We're almost done with this Fakemon, so you're just in time for more fun. I'm gonna give it our dark band right back here. Oh, yeah, we got new point redeems. Lots of stuff happening. Okay, so I'm going to eyedrop this green color, Protect Alpha, and just fill in everything. Do the same for the highlights. And now here's the fun part. Here's where the magic happens. Because we have technology. Filter, hue. Now, I'm basing it off of that first color. And I can shift it a little more towards blue. A little more towards white. And just adjust it until I'm happy. Oh no, she's in. Oh, did he do the fire thing? So I was gonna play the I'm setting you straight to hell audio. Oh. Filter hue. Dark. I want it to shift more towards blue. Raise the saturation. No, that didn't work. Right there, I think. Yeah, so now it looks a bit more banded. I don't know. I think it's too obvious. I'm gonna lighten that just a little. Yeah, that looks more gaseous. Okay. And you can see the base of the spine is still this bright red, just so I know where it is. We can change that if we need. I'll change it to this just so it will be. But yeah, I like the eye being just white. But I miss the purple. So I'm going to experiment a little bit. It looks a little off. If I push it more towards blue. Yeah, it looks a little better. I like that a lot more. Okay. We have a Kelpie Pokemon that is not called Kelpie because apparently Kelpie's taken. I wish I had drawn it in a more menacing pose than this now, but like I didn't really know what I was going for when I drew it, so this is decent.
No, that's pretty menacing.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Just imagine this laying on the beach in the middle of the night and you just see this guy.
Haunting. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool, babe.
Yeah.
Shall we put up another poll for what to draw, or do you have something in mind?
Nope, I got nothing in mind. So.
I shall make a poll. Rest your hand.
Okay, I'm going to make a folder, shove all these layers into it. Okay. So now I can also just shove him into the corner. You think you know why you didn't get notified? Because you were on call. Oh, that would make sense. You want to pet him? Funny, he's based off like the Kelpies of Celtic lore. And so, if you were to pet him, your hand would get stuck and then he would drag you into the ocean and drown you. This is a ghost water
Pokemon!
ghost water Pokemon. That is his lore.
Okay, the poll is live.
Awesome. Oh, my neck.
Feel free to get up and do a big stretch.
Yeah, I think I just haven't drawn in a while, and that's why I'm cramping a lot.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I used to draw every day. Now I am weak. Hey, babe, could you rub, like, between my shoulders and neck?
Sure.
Okay.
1 second, I'm voting.
Yeah. Do the poll first. I love my monster Pokemon.
A risk you would take to pet him? Oh, jeez. Oh.
It's not a risk, it's a promise.
But yeah, for Christmas, I was gifted a Huion drawing tablet. Ooh. It's like a couple of years old. It's not the newest model, but it's nice. It's of quality. It's better than what I have before that.
You didn't have an art tablet before.
Yes, that is correct. And Finch will likely get infinitely more use out of it than I will.
I'm probably gonna start commissions once my...
Yeah, commission Finch for art. It'll be great.
Yeah, I think my body will quickly warm up to it. I just gotta, like, figure it out again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a classic thing of, like, when you don't exercise a muscle, literally and figuratively, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's check out that poll.
This is also, I've never worked on a tablet this small, so I'm not used to it.
We only have votes for one of them,
Yeah?
so that's what you're doing.
What is it?
A Christmas-themed monster.
Okay, Christmas monster.
Easy way to start is by coming up with a Christmas thing and going from there.
I was
like
thinking,
a gift or a tree or a snowman.
Yeah, a tree.
Or Santa with a shotgun, too.
Yeah. The thing is, if I thought of the evil snowman from Santa with a shotgun, I would just, like, draw them. Yeah.
Well, but you could draw Santa.
Yeah.
Santa with
I
a
don't
gun
really
sounds
want
like a
to do
monster.
evil Santa. I don't want to draw people, because people are very complicated. And I'm still warming up. I don't want to strain myself
Next
too
poll,
bad.
Only people options.
No. Okay. New folder. We shall start with a Christmas tree, I think. How to make a Christmas tree evil? That is the question.
How to make a Christmas tree. A tutorial. Start by drawing a triangle. You're done.
Oh, dang. Okay. I didn't mean to move my brush preview window. I hate when that happens. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't see any of my brush settings behind the chat. Let me move. Let me toggle borders real quick. Move that over so I can fix my ish. I think I'm gonna have the chat live in the window of my drawing screen. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just start with the big Christmas tree shape triangle. I want it to be a little slimmer. Very tall, intimidating. Very sleek. Okay. So my prompt was evil Christmas thing, right? I think that this tree is not necessarily coming at you, but like if you approach it, bad things will happen. How do I make bad things happen? The tree topper has a lot of potential. Rudolph the Blood Red Reindeer, Murder Man Deer. Okay. That's much more inspired. I'm gonna do that instead. Screw my tree. Wasn't going anywhere.
Rudolph the Blood Red, not to be confused with Rudolph the Red, who is a communist.
I am, again, already cramping. I really do think it's just I'm not used to having a small tablet, and I'm not really sure how to hold my hand right now.
That looks like a goblin.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like Invader Zim.
Well, he's not done yet.
I know.
I'm just blocking things out right now.
You could try holding this in your lap, because I think what you're most not used to is a desk.
Maybe.
You never use a desk.
Yeah, I'll try that.
How's that?
Already a lot better.
There you go. And there's enough buttons on there, you can do most of your shortcuts on the pad.
Yeah. Kind of just making him take up as much space as I can fit him into. Head down, ready to charge. I gotta remember how the heck deer feet work. Not like that. Man, the hind legs always throw me off so much on four-legged creatures. I can never draw them right. Oh, I accidentally... There we go. Okay. Rudolph the Blood Red Reindeer.
Had some very pointy teeth.
Oh my gosh. Because here's the thing. I know in concept that deer legs, you have the haunch, you go back and there's this big chunk of muscle goes back to their knee. And then, like, it goes forward again. And then there's, like, a hoof there. So, like, I know in theory how a deer leg works, but drawing it at an angle or in any pose is really hard for me, so... Because, like, if a human raises their knee, it goes forward, and I just have to draw, like, the leg. And the butt is, like, behind them. The thigh gets hidden back here. But with a deer, it goes backwards. So it should get even smaller than it already is. I guess it would get covered by the haunch. And then the hoof is kicking out. Yeah, look at him. He bucking. Okay. But that looks like it's detached from him now. So unhappy with this. Okay. I'm erasing all that nonsense. Rudolph the Blood Red Reindeer had some very pointy teeth. Oh, quick defeat. All of the other reindeer, they were quickly killed with glee. They were just food for Rudolph. And he shouted out, "Yippee!"
Yippee!
Anyway, he has, he's gonna have these big tusks now. Because of that. I think all I'm gonna do is just make him bigger. Use that depth perception to my advantage. Like he's standing on a hill almost. I'm gonna keep the tail down. It's too cute. Can't have that breaking up his intimidating silhouette. It is a lot better on my lap. I think drawing on the desk is what was doing it. Okay. He looks almost like a bear right now.
Or like a bull.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a bull.
I love just going ham on the antlers.
I would run from this in the woods.
Good. Very atrocious. Okay. I'm not good at talking when I get focused like this.
Finch, you're running a D&D game where Rudolph the Blood Red Reindeer is the main enemy that the party is trying to fight. What are some of his abilities?
I think some kind of charge. Definitely like a flying creature. Ooh, I like the idea of just slamming down from the air and like stomping someone.
Awful.
That extends a little too far out. I'm gonna reel it in a little. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Make him a little less heavy on that side. Gotta think about composition, guys. I don't like the tangent line between his ears and his antlers right now. So, I think I'm gonna do something about that.
For people who may not know, what's a tangent line?
A tangent line is, let's pretend you have a door right here, and you have a person no, this is a window now. This is a window. There's a person staring wistfully out the window with their hand on it or whatever. That is fine, but let's pretend their hand comes in contact with this side of the window. That's a tangent line. And it can be very bad because it leads the eye, like, and they can get caught up on those things. It's even worse if you have, like, the character's head, like, on that side. And, like, it makes things confusing to look at, essentially.
Or in other words, it's two lines that go down the same path and therefore get confused.
Yeah.
Right?
So right now the tangent line is right here because it's shared with the window in the front of this person's face. But yeah, generally you want to avoid that stuff just to keep things readable. So yeah. That's what a tangent line is. And I'm usually very careful to avoid them. But yeah, it's pretty easy to notice when you've done them usually. Especially in the drawing process when you're putting down the lines. If you just drop and drag an image into another, like two things you've drawn, it can be a little harder to catch. You know?
Yeah, like drawing a comic book.
I think I'm just gonna give him like this reindeer mane thing. I don't want to go overboard, but it kind of looks like a Christmas wreath. It adds some bulk, and I think it makes it more interesting to look at.
It's a Christmas version of the Pokemon Tauros.
Yeah! I don't know why, I'm just in a Pokemon mood today. I think it's because simple shapes are very, like, a Pokemon thing. And I'm very much focused on readability and simplicity right now because I don't want to spend all stream drawing one thing.
Coward.
I could. Do you want me to?
No, I'm good.
I didn't think you wanted me to. Okay. I turn off anti-analyzing because if you zoom in really close, you can see like the pixels are like solid blocks. And if anti-analyzing is on, it'll be this softer shade, which is great for line art, great for drawing stuff, but when you're filling in, the problem is you can draw a circle with this, and then when you go to fill, there's this like line of lighter stuff. And if you turn anti-analyzing off and draw that same shape, it'll fill cleanly, which is very nice. So that's why I always turn that off when I go to block in my colors. Especially because that rough pixel edge will usually get lost in the line work, so it's not as hard to look at. Yeah. Teyo, what do you think of Rudolph the blood red reindeer? And I'll adjust these colors. I'm just blocking it in.
He makes me unhappy.
That is the goal. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have your childhood character ruined. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was like my favorite thing as a kid.
Why?
Because I too felt like a misfit kid. I saw that claymation movie about him and I was into it. And I was like, one day people will value me because of my secret talents. Which kind of turned out to be true. My autism did end up being very helpful to me once I learned how it affected me. It was like if Rudolph knew he was different, but no one told him it was because of his red nose, and somehow he just never guessed. That's a bad metaphor, but like...
I wonder what would make me different. I wonder if it's this light bulb on my nose. Probably not.
I mean, that's what it was like with autism. Like, I wonder why I'm so different. I wonder if it's because I act like no one else. Probably not. I think they're all just pretending. Genuinely, I used to think that people were pretending to act a certain way for like social approval and that everyone was secretly autistic, even though I didn't know the word for that yet.
That's insane.
Genuinely, that's what I thought. I thought people were just afraid to be themselves because that's like was a moral that was taught a lot in like books and movies and on Sesame Street. It was like be yourself, and so I thought people needed a lot of encouragement to do that.
No, sometimes people are just healthy and okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was technically also healthy, just different. So.
I mean, like, mentally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, autism isn't like an illness or anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's a condition.
It's a mental illness.
It's not.
It totally is.
Look it up right now. It's not technically classified as a mental illness.
Yes, it is. It's in the DSM-5.
Yeah, that doesn't make it an illness.
It does.
No.
It's a diagnostic manual. You don't diagnose, like, having 10 fingers.
It's a condition.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's like
Heck, the D in ASD is disorder. And disorder and
disorder
illness,
is not an illness per
they
se.
are. They're synonyms.
I don't know if that's true. I know you're getting your degree in this.
Yeah, then why are you fighting me about it?
Because I think you may have made an assumption along the way. Because my mom, when I was like first diagnosed, and maybe she said this to save my feelings, or her feelings, told me that like it was not considered an illness or a disease or anything. It was just a condition.
Those are all synonyms, dog.
Well, then one of us was in denial.
Well, because, like, a condition or a disorder is the mental equivalent of saying illness.
Is it?
Yeah. Because having the flu is a disorder of your lungs.
Well, yeah, but
caused by a bacterium.
But if you have like what's that called when like you associate certain numbers with colors, like or when you hear music you see synesthesia. That's technically not normal, but it's not necessarily like hurting anyone, you know?
If it doesn't cause problems, it's not a disorder.
What would you call synesthesia then?
You could call it a neurological condition, but you couldn't call autism not a disorder.
I'm suddenly realizing it's called autism spectrum disorder.
I literally said that seconds ago.
Well, apparently my mom was in denial when she told me.
Sorry to burst your bubble a little bit.
No, that makes sense. It actually validates me a little bit.
And I don't know that illness is the word I would use right away or every time, but it is a correct term, you know?
Sure.
I think disorder is a kinder term. And maybe even a little bit more accurate.
Who cares what's kind? It's affecting someone's life in a certain way, you know?
The children you tell.
Oh, I see.
You dork.
The parents who can't handle it.
yeah, I care if people are nice to me.
I just don't think that a certain word is kinder than another. Especially if it means the same thing at the end of the day.
Well, connotationally, social constructs are all about different words being kinder than others.
Dumb.
Even that word, dumb. To call someone ignorant is less mean than to call them dumb. And
I disagree.
No, you don't. Like, it doesn't matter if you disagree, I mean to say, because it's a social, like, society has deemed it to be so. Regardless of you agreeing with society, you know what I mean?
I feel like JD at the end of Heather's just saying, like, that school was society or something. I don't know what he said. I don't remember.
You hear that? Finch is gonna do acts of terrorism.
No. I'm just gonna almost do it and then get stopped by my lover. Who kills me.
You hear that? I'm gonna kill Finch.
No, don't kill me.
Or do you have a different lover?
No. I don't want to die.
Well, there's no other way
I
to
love
prevent-
that I sound kind of inconvenienced by it and not scared.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm gonna put this layer above this one so I don't have to color in the lines on the main. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Which layer is this? This is the one. Hey, Ambrosia! How are you? The N-word is the same as calling... No! No!
Bam,
okay.
gotcha!
Yeah, connotations do matter. Sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please don't come again. That is a wonderful point, actually.
Perfect example.
Yeah, very good. I am fully convinced immediately. Words have meaning, unfortunately. I don't want them to. Why can't we all just exist in abstract gestures and sounds?
I mean, we do. We've just applied meaning to those abstract sounds. That's how we communicate.
Dang.
One of my favorite Tumblr posts of all time is this post about how elephants have the ability to make a noise that says there are bees around, run away. And they were like, I wish humans could do that, or had a sound for that. And they were like, we do. It's, there are bees around, run away.
Yeah. I love what I'm doing for Rudolph's eyes. It's like sands at the end of the game. If you're on the genocide route.
We all know how you played Undertale now.
I didn't play Undertale, I just watched playthroughs.
I see.
Okay. Now we get to do the fun part. And I don't recommend doing this for most art. But because we're going very simplistic today, it will work. I am going to get all of this all red and stuff. Where it should be. There we go. Bit of red here. Lots of red in the fur. Especially around there. Do I have like a splatter? No, that's more of a airbrush. There we go. That'll work. That's perfect. This, I suddenly feel the need for a gore warning. Okay, splatter it all up in here. Yeah, this is about to go from cartoonish to a little bit gory, be warned. Not massively. It's not super realistic. It's just, you can see what I'm doing. You can decide what do you want to do about that, if anything. A little bit of blood splatters everywhere else, just little ones. Do. Lots more around the edges. Suddenly drawing gore seems a lot more fun. Anyways, and now, voila!
Woo!
I'm gonna make it just a little darker. More of that blood red. There we go.
Awful.
Rudolph the blood red reindeer.
We hate it.
Everyone.
Finch, do you want to draw one more thing, or are you done?
I think this is all my hand can take.
Okay.
So.
Feel free to end stream. That's all.
All right.
It's a short stream, but it's Christmas.
It's a short stream. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm gonna leave you with a slightly happier image of this Kelpie Pokemon where it's only terrifying if you know the lore. Okay. This has been good. I've had fun. I like the new art tablet. I think I'm gonna open commissions soon now that I have a tablet that won't break on me constantly.
So if anybody wants a critter, buy them.
Yeah. I'll make examples of what happens when I actually spend time on the art. Now that I've advertised myself, what's the...
You know the outro.
Do I?
We've done this 200 plus times.
Thank you guys for coming. I've had a lot of fun.
As always, we love you. Have a good night. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.